Welcome back to Temporal Directive, the Star Trek fan podcast rewatching the entire franchise in chronological order. I'm Gary.
And I'm Tom.
We are breaching our Temporal Directive to bring you this special extra episode. Today, we are talking about the most recent episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy, Vox in Excelso. Star Trek, the ultimate franchise. These are the podcasts of the Wakefield brothers. Their 16-year mission to watch every production, to seek out life lessons and new inspirations, to boldly watch like most fans have watched before.
Sounds like they're trying to say Excelsior.
Well, it's Latin. I looked it up because I was like, clearly this is Latin.
Yeah, it's got to
What
be
does
something.
it mean?
Yeah.
And where does it come from? And it means a voice on high,
Oh.
which was the name of a 1315, so not very old.
No, not at all. Just the other day.
A 1315 papal bull from the Pope, which officially suppressed and dissolved the Order of the Knights Templar. It revoked the order's privileges following years of accusations of heresy and blasphemy, often obtained through torture. So I have no idea if that has any relevance to what the episode is going to be about. But when it said the Knights Templar revoking privileges of heresy, blasphemy, torture, I was like, are the Klingons going to be the Knights Templar?
Yeah.
Because I know this is going to be a Klingon episode.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was like, what are we in for?
Well,
Anyway, I'm excited that we're going to get a Klingon episode because we
yeah,
haven't seen the
Klingons.
Klingons in the far future at
no,
all.
No, not at all.
So that'll be good. Before we get into this episode, we will be doing these special bonus episodes each week for the new season. There will be a little break after this one for a week or two because I'm going on holidays, and we do plan on catching up when I get back. So when I get back, we'll do a couple episodes of this to catch up, and then we'll go back to our normal scheduled episodes as well. Because these episodes are based right at the end of our chronology, we will revisit them again in 15, 16, 17 years when we catch up to it in our normal watch through. So we won't do our life lessons for each episode or IMDb scores like we do in our normal episodes, because we'll do that when we revisit them in the future. Spoiler warning, we will be talking about the episode with no holds barred. We will be talking about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. So if you haven't watched it, go and watch it before listening to this episode.
Do it.
And a big thank you to trekmovie.com. We won't be going through the episode scene by scene like we do in our Enterprise regular episodes. We are going to read a recap from trekmovie.com once we've watched it, instead of doing the scene by scene. They do a really fantastic job of a recap. They sort of align with our sense of humor, and so we really like those recaps. So big thank you to Anthony Pascal over at trekmovie.com. And if you're looking for a new Trek website to follow and you haven't already checked out trekmovie.com, I highly recommend it. All right, this episode is called Vox in Excelso. I don't know if that's how you actually say it. I don't know Latin. And we already talked about what that means. The episode was written by Gaia Violo and Eric Anthony Glover. I'm really bad with these names. Directed by Doug Aronofsky.
That'll do. Aronofsky.
Koski. Sorry, Doug.
Written by Dougie.
Yeah, Dougie. Who also directed last week's episode. So they do appear to be doing the 2 episode blocks for each director, which is cool. This episode aired January 29th, 2026, and the IMDb synopsis reads: when an existential crisis threatens to wipe out a beloved but infamous Star Trek species, a cadet is forced to confront his past and strained relationship with his family. As he pursues an unexpected method of coping, Nala races against time to save this species from extinction.
Oh, okay. From extinction, eh?
From extinction, yeah.
So, Klingon episode.
Klingons are in trouble.
Klingons are in trouble, yeah. Pretty
Maybe that's why we haven't seen them in the future, because there's not many of them left.
Yeah. So they're threatened. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. As Spock would say, fascinating.
Yeah. Let's go watch it.
Alrighty, cool.
And we're back from watching episode 4.
Yeah, good plan. I like it.
Let's skip the Latin. Well, Tom, what did you think? We got Klingons.
We did get Klingons, yeah. I actually really liked it. It was pretty good. I really liked the political stuff going on here. And I say it every episode already, they're awesome cast.
It's a fantastic cast.
It's just unbelievable. This cast is incredible. I love it. I love them. They're awesome. They do such a fantastic job. They work together so well. It's brilliant. I'm really loving it. Yeah.
I didn't like how they pronounced Chrono.
No, I didn't either. I fully agree with that. Fully agree with that. It's like, watch some Star Trek, people, before you start pronouncing some of this shit.
Chronos.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree with. I mean, it has been 1,000 years, so maybe they've lost the ability to say that word. People had forgotten. Let's go with that. I don't fucking know, but it was wrong.
So that's like my only criticism. Yeah. Yeah, I really, 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 really enjoyed this episode a lot. I really loved the catching up on the Klingon stuff.
Yeah.
I loved the family dynamic. I loved the back and forth with the cadets and the way they were sort of reshaping their relationships and the fear of replacing his brother. I love this episode. Yeah, this is what Star Trek should be. This is a Star Trek episode.
Exactly. Everything about this is just perfect. Like I love pretty much every minute of this. I mean, there was the predictability of how they were going to fix that was there, instantly. But I think that might be because you and me have watched enough Star Trek and enough just TV in general, that we knew how to fix that issue instantly. So there was no surprise of how they were going to do that. But other than that, it didn't matter because the story was so well put together. The characters are so good. There's so much depth to what this episode was that it was just fantastic to watch. It was just brilliant. Yeah,
I think the resolution was probably the weakest part of the episode because it was obvious it was coming. Yeah, and like you said, at least to us it was obvious. Yeah, and makes the Klingons seem a little bit silly.
It's a little bit stupid,
because, right? Like, they know that the Federation isn't going to attack. Yeah. Like, all of the Klingons, not just that one guy that had a relationship with Nala. Like, yeah. Like, it seemed like an entirely pointless thing to go through at the end of it, really. To the point where, like, they were all just fighting for the sake of having that moment. Yeah. Because no one got hurt. No one was firing at anyone, really. Not really. And, like, everyone was just doing it as a point of, we are Klingon and we need to fight. Yeah. Which is fair. Which was the point they were trying to make. Yeah. Because they don't want the Federation to come in and take away what they are, which is not what they were trying to do in the first place. But this is what the whole argument was, which is why the episode's so good. Yeah. Because you can be on either side of this argument of what Federation is, what the Klingons are, what other species are, and what it all stands for, which is why this episode is fantastic and why I love it. Yeah. And why it was so meaningful. And I just love it. I love it. I love everything about it. We could sit here for hours debating this and pick a side each, and we could fight
for either side, and I love it.
Yeah. When the Doctor was talking about the debate and he started quoting Captain Picard's speech that referenced, Aaron Sarte.
Yeah.
I was like, how dare he quote Captain Picard? He better get a mention. And then when he didn't say anything about Picard,
yeah,
I was like, oh, of course, it wasn't Picard's speech.
Yeah.
Picard was reciting it.
It wasn't his. Picard was stealing it from someone else himself.
Yeah. I remember. But when he first said it, I was like, that's Captain Picard. How dare you?
Those aren't your words.
Let's get into the recap. This recap was written by Anthony Pascal over at trekmovie.com. Thanks again.
Ready up.
The Flying Academy is spacing around for the first time this school year as the Doc teaches the cadets about the power of debate. The students spar with their words, but J-Den gets a near fatal case of glossophobia. Really, that's what it's called. And after breaking down, he needs an immediate injection of pizza to recover. Bonding time with Caleb is cut short by a Chancellor summons, where we learn the Klingons are on the brink of extinction, and a ship carrying the last of 8 houses has crashed, with the fate of the Crag family unknown. Flashback 16 months ago to Jaden's life as refugee on Krios Prime, made tolerable mostly through his older brother Thar, who, unlike unyielding dad, knows the young Klingon yearns to be a healer. He even gives JD an Academy recruitment beacon. Tragically, Thar is later mortally wounded, trying to get more forbidden alien tech. As he is dying, he tells little brother to believe in himself and trust the stars.
Now, just to go there, did you notice that the blood was quite red?
Well, they mentioned that.
Did they?
Yeah, she's the mother when she was helping, when she was leaning over him.
Yeah.
She said, your blood is black.
Oh, okay.
And he said it was the poison.
Right, okay, good. Righto, good. That makes sense. Because I wanted to see some purple blood.
Things get even more emotional when Dad takes Jaden on a ritual hunt. But when the young Klingon rejects the kill, his father gets enraged, missing his own shot at a bird of prey, then storming off and destroying that beacon. Family, am I right? There's a lot in that quick recap, but I really loved the family dynamic of these Klingon family.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that anyone who has ever felt different is probably can identify with that. Yeah, I just thought that the dynamic was really good, and I think that the guy that plays Jaden does a fucking amazing job of giving that character life, I think.
He does. You can really feel it through him. It's really, really good.
There's even a few moments of humor that really remind me of Worf, that sort of dry sense of humor, and just there's something about him that just channels Worf to me.
He does a really, really good job. He's really well suited for the role.
Yeah.
And you're right about the family dynamic. I think it was done really well. And in the short snippets, I think it does a great job at the relationships between his family and his brother and things like that. I think it's built really nicely. It's good. It's clever.
And it builds on the same Carles mythology. They talk about Carles and traditions, and they reflect on the stuff we've already heard from the previous shows, as well as building on that a little bit as well, and building that into their rituals and their routines. And we get to see how the Klingons are trying to survive now that there's limited of them. There's limited space. They're on the run. They're refugees.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was done really well, and I liked that we had. I mean, I didn't like the updated Klingon look so much, as you know.
In Discovery, or
in Discovery. But I like what they've done since, and I like that this one we still had a bald Klingon and stuff like that. So they're sort of blending the two in a way.
Yeah.
And so I like that as well.
I think there's even like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's even parts that remind me of the J.J. Abrams Klingons, which are completely different again.
Yeah, again. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's just... I think they've taken an inspiration from a bunch of different places and tried to make something that reflects
all of
multiple versions of the Klingons that we've seen. And I think it looks fantastic. I really love the designs.
Yeah.
Back on the USS Athena, Vance calls in to talk Captain Arke into hitting up an old Klingon pal to be a back channel to convince the stubborn, proud former Empire into accepting the Federation's Fan Alpha as a free new homeworld. Oh, sorry, did I forget to mention that Kronos has joined its former moon in Stovacor? General Obel Wachok shows up and honors Klingon tradition by immediately getting blasted on blood wine, telling old tales and completely rejecting logic to Klingon, see what I did there, to some sense of historic honor. So no to a new homeworld, but yes to some old flame flirting.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Doctor, reluctantly, allows the debate competition subject to be the Klingon Dysphoria, and Jaden, surprisingly, backs the idea. But the Klingon cadet rejects Caleb's offer to team up, and they fight. So Darum arrives to teach JD some Conian stress-breathing techniques, then leaves when it gets awkward. Is it just me, or did things get a little heated rivalry? It was a very intimate moment. I don't know that it was sexual in nature, like they're implying with heated rivalry, but
no,
it was a very intimate sort of moment between those two guys.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think you're right, though. I didn't get that sort of sexual tension. It might have been maybe more for what's the Klingon's name?
Jaden.
Might have been more for Jaden, like maybe because they have hinted at him maybe being more on the gay side of things. Like maybe he's dealing with that a little bit, so maybe that's why he got a little nervous. I don't know.
I didn't think that at all.
No,
I don't even think Jaden's going to be gay.
No, well, that's what they're hinting at, not what I'm.
The other guy said that he was betrothed to a dude.
Yeah.
Oh, like his parents set him up to marry some dude and he didn't want to marry that dude, so he slept with that dude's sister or something.
Yeah, that's right. He did too.
And cousins or something.
Yeah,
so that guy's already said he's bisexual.
That's right.
But Jaden has two fathers.
Yeah.
Like 2 fathers and a mother. He grew up in a triad.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think that he would be uncomfortable with like polyamory or diverse sexualities.
Yeah.
I just think I think it was more about he was nervous about being vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
And maybe there was an attraction or something from the other guy, but I still didn't get that vibe. I just felt like he knew that he had to come in because he came into the room all cocky and confident and typical, but he wanted to help his friend, and so he did. And I don't know. Anyway, we'll see where it goes, but I know Anthony put in here heated rivalry reference, but I didn't get that.
No.
But yeah. It's finally time to collect some Easter eggs at the Sati debate in the Uhura Pavilion, led by the Doctor. Various cadets trade more eggy points until the main card. Mia versus Crag. Caleb brings the receipts, effectively arguing the United Federation of Planets should save the Klingons, whether they like it or not. Jaden rallies, thanks to Raimi, is that his name? Thanks to Raimi, and blows through Caleb's walls of precedence, but things get heated again and personal, so the EMH has to shut them down. The cadet master seeks out Jaden and sets her drill sergeant routine aside to be a Klingon elder. She explains his father didn't miss that bird out of anger, but due to honor. He didn't abandon the boy on that planet, he freed him to be all the Klingon he could be at Starfleet Academy. Whoa. Lura Thok got some mentor game.
Yeah.
I really liked that mentoring moment from her, and her giving some of her story. She referred to her father as a freed Jem'Hadar.
Yeah.
So I really hope we get some more information about what the fuck's been happening with the Jem'Hadar, because freed? What are there non-freed Jem'Hadar still?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, is the Dominion still active on the other side of the universe?
Like how does that work? Yeah,
tell me more.
I know. I was like that with even like this Klingon stuff too. Like, what actually happened with this? Like, you're giving us snippets, but we're not getting the story.
Can we please have a series? I know you did short tracks, but can we have long tracks? Can we have like a whole series of short films or like movie length made for TV streaming films that just explore some of this history and stuff? I would love a 2-hour exploration of the Jem'Hadar. I would love a 2-hour story about what's happened with Kronos. Like, so many different avenues they could take to add depth and substance to some of this storytelling.
Yeah, it'd be fucking helpful too.
Fucking love it.
It'd be really nice.
It'd be so good. All right. Donning his brother's pendant, Jaden returns to the debate stage and makes the case as a Klingon warrior. The Federation needs to stop looking for a Federation solution and listen to his idea for a very Klingon solution. Cut to the cadet invited onto the bridge as it separates and warps off to Farn Alpha. Vance puts on his best C&C voice and announces that all Klingon ships in the sector are now enemy vessels, and a few Starfleet ships arrive to back him up. Warchok arrives with the Klingon fleet, happy as a targ with a bucket of gark. With Klingon themes playing, RK calls for red alert as they all put on a good show of a battle before Vance surrenders to the Klingons who seize the planet. Wink, wink. The old general lets Jaden know his parents are fine down on the new Klingon homeworld, and he gives the lad a Klingon bow to honor him for helping craft this new myth for their people. Now that it's official, Jaden can share some warrior stew with Caleb, who has been busy fixing that broken beacon that Jaden has kept in his quarters. They bury the hatchet and share stories of family. Oh, that's nice and sweet. Sorry, dude. That's totally awesome, bro. Yeah, how about that game Sunday? And that's the end of the recap. Yeah, so I really love the structure that they've gone with. I think if they can keep doing stories like this where we get like a big crisis of the week, but they talk about how that impacts on the cadets and their growth and how they're learning through those bigger picture things, I think this could be a fantastic series.
Yeah, I think it is done really, really well. Like, exactly that. I couldn't say it better. Like, the big political stuff I really like. A little bit of the histories like peppered in there. Yep. I really love it. Like, it's really well done. And the people, they've got such an awesome cast.
Yeah.
So I really love it. I'm really invested in them.
I really, really want to learn more about the Jem'Hadar Klingon woman.
Definitely.
Laura Thok.
Yeah.
I really want to know more about the Konians and how they came about and what their story is.
That's right.
Like, there's so much to explore and learn and find out about these characters that have brought such life to these things. I'm just really loving it.
Yeah. Exactly. And the Doctor. I want more of the Doctor.
Well, I mean, we got a fair bit. He even mentioned Voyager in this episode.
I know he did. Yeah. I know. There's a lot here. Like, you know, there's the holographic character there as well, and how that's going to happen and what's going to go on there. There's so much to dig into, and I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. And this episode very much felt reflective of Star Trek's normal storytelling as well. So this wasn't like a pandering episode.
No.
I feel like the last episode was a bit young adulty, teen drama-y.
Yeah.
But this episode felt like a proper Star Trek episode talking about culture and understanding and putting a mirror up to society that we're living with now with a bunch of refugees and shit going on and whatever else.
Yeah.
And like you were saying earlier, the two sides of a debate and who's right and who's wrong, and you could argue both sides. So it's not just like this is the answer.
That's it.
even though they gave you an answer at the end.
Yeah.
But but they still explored that in a way that felt very genuine to the essence of Star Trek to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just a couple of little dot point notes at the end of Anthony's recap and review. A couple of interesting ones I pulled out. The title card initially showed part of it in Klingon. A CBS Studios production. Some of that was in Klingon when it first showed up. When they were in the academy, they were walking around and they went into that little group area, and on the wall it had a Bajor Club, Celestial Temple meets every Sunday.
That's great. I did not notice that.
And the Starfleet ships that show up
was Riker.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I
the
noticed
USS
that.
Capricorn, Crimson, Horizon, Lexington, and the USS Riker.
Yeah, I noticed that as soon as I heard it. I was
Of course.
like, fucking USS Riker.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that'll be the end of that for this episode. I'm actually a bit sad that I'll be away and I won't see the next one for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I guess I could take some time out of my holiday to watch
Disney, You're going to take time out of Disney to watch Star Trek. Yeah, okay, fair.
We'll see how we go. But yeah, like I said, we'll be back in a couple of weeks to talk about the next 2 episodes. We'll do 2 episodes to catch up. But if you want to join the conversation and tell us what you thought of this episode or what you're thinking of Starfleet Academy or just anything Star Trek related, please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook at Temporal Directive Podcast and on Instagram, just Temporal Directive, or you can email us at wakefield_productions@outlook.com. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.